Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bipolar junction transistor. Bipolar junction transistor is basically a semiconductor device constructed using three doped regions. Bipolar means इसमें आपके पास दोनों तरह की polarities flow करेंगी, both the holes and the electrons. Other type of transistor is unipolar transistor in which only one type of polarity flows. In the bipolar junction transistor, we see that electron and holes both flow. So, and this basically consists of three regions, three doped regions, and we can also define this like two back-to-back PN junctions. And the most common use of bipolar junction transistor is amplification. In the analog circuits, this is mostly used as amplifier, and in the digital logics, this can be used as switches. If we recall the PN junction, if we have a forward bias PN junction, that means that P type material is connected with the positive terminal of the battery and N side is connected with the negative terminal of the battery, then majority carriers flow and hole will jump from P type to the N type. And if we have a junction which is reverse bias, so in the reverse bias the minority carriers will flow and this will take holes from the N side to the P side. Graphs for both forward bias and reverse bias are shown. So if we combine these two PN junctions, then a transistor is formed. If we talk about the basic construction of a bipolar junction transistor, there are two types of transistor, BJT transistors. One is NPN and other is PNP. In NPN transistor, one P layer is sandwiched between the two N layers, and in the PNP transistor, one N layer is sandwiched between the two P layers. The three regions shown in this diagram are known as emitter, base and collector, and the electrical connections are made to each of these terminals. The first region, emitter, this is highly doped, this is heavily doped, and the collector is also doped heavily, but the base is very lightly doped and the thickness of emitter is very large, but the base is very thin as compared to the size of the transistor. If we compare the size of the base with the transistor, then this is almost 150:1. And this diagram shows the schematic symbol for NPN transistor and the PNP transistors. As we know that mostly the electrical circuits take the signal between the inputs and the outputs, so we need two terminals for the input and two terminals for the output, and the other transistor is a three terminal device, so we take one terminal common between the input and the output. So taking any of these components common between the input and output, we can talk about the common emitter configuration, common base configuration, and the common collector configuration. Again, coming back to the circuit of the transistor. So if we combine two p-n junctions, the basic connections through the transistor are taken as like base emitter junction and the collector base junction. If we are talking about a common base transistor, then we take two junctions, base emitter junction and the collector base junction. The base emitter junction will be forward bias and the collector base junction will be reverse bias. So if this junction is forward bias, then holes from the P side will move to the base to the N side, and the other junction, which is collector base junction, this is reverse bias, so the holes from the base will move to the P side. As already discussed, the base is very thin, so a very few number of holes will flow through the base. Bipolar junction transistor basics. These are the basic polarities and the connections which are made to the bipolar junction transistors. In a PNP transistor, as we are saying that holes will move from emitter to the base, so that means hole will move from emitter to the base in the direction as shown in the figure A. Emitter current is into the junction, a very little current flows through the base, and other holes are collected at the collector. And in NPN transistor, the direction of the current will be reversed, because in NPN transistor, the current will be due to the electrons. If we apply Kirchhoff's current law, then we say that emitter current is equals to base current plus collector current. Basically, if I repeat the transistor operation, we see that in the common base transistor, the base is shared between the input and the output. So input is taken between the emitter base junction and collector base junction is used for the output. Emitter base junction is forward bias and the collector base junction is reverse bias. The holes will move from the P type to the base, and now the base and the collectors are reverse bias, so the holes will move from the base to the collector. So the the transistor current equation is written as IE is equals to IB plus IC. Now this equation IC is equals to IC majority plus ICO. This is very important to be discussed here, because this will be discussed repeatedly in the upcoming topics. IC, which is the collector current. Collector current is consisting of holes, two type of holes, one coming from the base and one coming from the emitter, because if we only have the base collector junction, the holes will only be contributing from the base, but in the backward side we can see that an emitter is connected, so emitter is continuously injecting holes. आपके पास एक पीएनपी जंक्शन है, एक पीएनपी ट्रांजिस्टर है जिसमें सिर्फ एक जंक्शन नहीं है, दो बैक टू बैक जंक्शंस है. सो उन दो बैक टू बैक जंक्शंस में क्या होगा कि आपके पास एन से होल्स आ रहे हैं कनेक्टर में, बट जो एमीटर है वो कंटिन्यूसली होल्स इंजेक्ट कर रहा है टू द बेस. सो the collector current is consisting of the holes of two types, one coming from the base and one coming from the emitter. The holes which are coming from the base are the minority carriers in the base, and the holes which are coming from the emitter are majority carriers in the emitter. So IC can be divided into two types, IC majority, the current which is due to the majority holes, plus IC minority which is due to the holes in the minority. And this can also be labeled as ICO, which it means that this is the whole current when the emitter is open. So now again, the transport factor, base transport factor means that will all the holes which are injected by the emitter will make their way to the collector, and this is described as alpha. Alpha is equals to IC over IE. Ideally, if we see that if no current flows through the base, that means alpha will be 1. But alpha is not practically 1. A very few number of holes will pass through the base. A very little current will leak through the base, and remaining current will reach at the collector. So alpha is not equal to 1 but closer to 1. So its value basically ranges from 0.9 to 0.996. So this is alpha. Alpha is equals to IC over IE. This is again the common base transistor connections. So here are the 3 configurations shown. Talking about these one by one. Common base means base is common, so the input will be given at the emitter base junction and output at the collector base junction. In the common emitter, input is given at the emitter base junction and output is collected at the emitter collector junction. Whereas in the common collector, input is given as collector base junction and output is taken at emitter collector junction. So these are 3 configurations: common base, common emitter and the common collector. We have only discussed one mode of operation for the transistors yet, but there are other type of operations that are saturation, active, inverted and cutoff. We have discussed active mode of operation. In active mode, we see that emitter base junction is forward bias and the collector base junction is reverse bias. Whereas in the saturation mode, we see that both the junctions are forward bias. In cutoff, both are reverse bias. And the fourth type of operation is in which emitter base is input is reverse bias and output is forward bias. But this is not included here. So we are only going to discuss 3 type of operations: saturation, active and cutoff. When transistor is used practically and for different applications, in the analog applications, transistor is used in the active mode, and if we want to use transistor in the digital logics, we operate this in the saturation and the cutoff mode.